Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's major cryptocurrencies update for April the 5th, 2024. Let's go over some of our altcoins, the Binance coins, the Cardanos, the Avalanches, to see which one is hot and which one is not. Remember, always have a stop in place. It doesn't matter if you hold for 10 years or if you only hold for 10 seconds. Always have a stop in place, or at least a mental level below which you say, I am going to cash in, either for a loss or for preferably a profit. And remember, we can never be always right about forecasting the markets because we're dealing with a dynamic, stochastic, probabilistic environment. Like the climate, you can never forecast the climate correctly. There are too many variables in play. So all we do is anticipate, monitor, and adjust, and we use the Elliott wave to assess if we find predictable patterns that will tell us where we're going to go next. And of course, we use cutoff levels to tell us above or below that assessment is incorrect. It's nothing different than medical healthcare. We assess the patient's needs, which is the current chart. You plan what to do to treat the patient, which is a forecast using Elliott wave, simple moving averages, trend channels, technical indicators, you name it. And then we give the patient the pills or the treatment, might be surgery, and then we evaluate the effectiveness. If the patient had a broken leg on the left and we fix the right one, of course it was wrong, and we redo it. Very simple, okay? Even in medical industry, mistakes are made. Same here. Hopefully we don't make too many mistakes. That's of course the whole rationale behind it. But when the evidence changes, we change accordingly. And I know it's a very long story, but financial markets are simply not easy, including cryptos. But long term, we still view them in bull markets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, not necessarily the altcoins. And again, if you have problems with trading, contact me. I can set up a trading system for you for a penny on the dollars that will help you out. I can get you in touch with my business partner to get you into our crypto hedge funds, whatever you desire to do. Or if you do it by yourself, then if you do that, make sure you trade safely. Always trade safely. Never piss your profits away. So here is Bitcoin. This is option 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 100,000. Wave 4 has already completed. Option 2 is we're still in wave 4 and we're kind of completing a ending diagonal wave C of 4. I can't tell you which one it is yet because there is simply not much price movement. Here are the cutoff levels for this wave count. We're not even above the blue level, and then the gray, the orange, and the red, which means the recent all-time high. Above the recent all-time high without going lower, we're going here. And these are the warning levels for, of course, the bulls, right? The bullish warning levels are to the downside. If we go below those, we're going to complete this wave 4. If we're going to above these warning levels, we're going to go to 100,000. So which then of these altcoins we're tracking, and we don't share too often with you because we believe the meat is made with Bitcoin and Ethereum, is hot and which is not. Well, this is Cardano's daily chart, and it's not hot. That's what it is. It's not hot, okay? Look at it. We are below the 50-day moving average. We are below the 20-day moving average and the 10-day. They're pointing down. Still above the 200-day, but also below the Ichimoku cloud. Compare that here with November, December. This is a bull run. You want to have price above the cloud for good things to happen. Below the cloud, bad things often happen. Bottoms do always occur, of course, below the Ichimoku cloud. And when prices are below their moving averages, tops always occur above it. That is, of course, a guarantee. But we're not here hunting tops and bottoms. The trend is your friend, and the trend is where you make your money. And if the trend is negative, I think it's better to wait. I personally have been trading gold, silver, and gold miners a lot the past week. Why? Because they're in strong uptrends. They're above their 50-day, 20-day, 200-day Ichimoku cloud, all that stuff. They're trading like this. So the chances that even if you buy here and it drops that we're going to go back higher are much better than if you buy here. The chances of not good things happening are much worse. And a good example here is a weak stock like Tesla. Okay, this is Tesla. See, it is weak. All you get is these tiny bounces. And if you play them well and quick, you're okay. But you can see the trend is down and you get these downside surprises. People were very bullish on Tesla yesterday for whatever reason, and it got sold off tremendously. You see, there's very little follow through. This is not a healthy looking chart. Same here for Apple. Apple is not looking too healthy, right? Look at it. It topped a long time ago. This is not a healthy looking chart. This is what you want to buy. This is what you want to avoid. So from that perspective, Cardano is not looking great. Look at where Apple is, right? It is not the greatest of stocks. And of course, Tesla neither, just throw it in there, is not a great stock to have. So indeed, the stock market is not the best right now for some individual stocks. Anyway, back to, of course, Cardano, not looking too good. So it's not hot, very simple. How about Avalanche? Here we just look at the closing prices. We completely ignore all the ups and downs on a daily basis. And as you can see, it is below its 10-day, its 20-day, its 50-day, but still above the Ichimoku cloud and the 200-day. So Cardano is trading somewhere here. Avalanche is still above it. So Avalanche chart is definitely better because it is above the Ichimoku cloud, right? That's the difference. But it's below the 10 and the 20, the 50, similar as Cardano. So the only thing Avalanche is going for it, we're still above the Ichimoku cloud, which can act as a support. So is this one hot or not? I would say not. This is not a hot chart. This is a hot chart. And here we are in a mess. This is hot and we're not anymore. So also Avalanche is something I'm not too hot on. How about Binance Coin? All right, well, let's go first to Binance Coin's daily chart so you can get an idea of what I am looking for. Here we go, Binance Coin's daily chart. There you go. See this trend? It's way different. 50 days rising, we're above it. We're above the 20-day. We're just flirting here with the 10-day simple moving average. Compare it to this, compare it to that. This is a stronger looking chart. Is this hot? Yes, this is a hot looking chart. Can we go lower? For sure we can, of course. Will we go lower? Most likely, yes. I think we're in this black wave 4 with a black wave 5 yet to come. Okay, to complete the impulse that started here in 2017. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful chart. Okay. Remember, we said resistance is here at 460 and above it, then this blue wave 5 has technically been confirmed. So far, so good. 205 was the critical support level. Why? Because that is where this black wave 4 and the red wave 4, which are 1 and 2 degrees lower than the blue wave 4 respectively, also found the bottom in this region. Then, of course, we found the bottom here in 2022. We found the bottom here in 2023, around 205. There was a very critical level for Binance Coin to not break below on a monthly closing basis. I don't give too much about these stabs below it intra-month, but what I want to see is that we don't see close below it. And we held, and now you can see we're above the 10-month, we're above the 20-month and the 50-month simple moving average. I can also throw in the Ichimoku cloud if you want, but we don't have too much price data yet, so it's a little odd. As you can see, it's a little sideways, but again, we're above it. So 4 is underway and 5. It makes sense. 4 is underway, then 5. Where will 4 bottom? Ideally, somewhere around 460, maybe somewhere around 500. So let's say 480 plus or minus 20. And then wave 5 into the 700 plus. Binance Coin, like any other crypto, honestly, has never topped on negative divergence. Only simply overbought gives us a third wave pullback. So this looks good. Longer term, there will be negative divergence develop, but I still think we can get a wave 5 higher into the 700s, maybe even 1,000. Don't know yet. But higher, I think most likely, as long as we hold, I would say above 60. Hot or not? Hot. How about Link? Link currently is not yet really hot on a monthly basis because we're still below this Ichimoku cloud. But please remember, we don't have too much price information for monthly candles yet. So the Ichimoku cloud is a little bit distorted. But we have 5 waves up, in my humble opinion. So this looks so far good. I still think we can go much, much higher into the $80s. So this is reasonably hot. We're also above the 10-month, the 20-month, the 50-month, and the 200-month. And I don't know why that is the exponential moving average. That should be, of course, the simple moving average. So we're going to get green. We'll change it a little bit. Save that one there. As you can see here, this looks reasonably okay. How about Solana? Well, here's Solana. And remember, we also use these moving averages and Ichimoku cloud as the traffic light. And unfortunately, this has moved a little bit, but are we above the 10-day moving average? No, we're not. So that one is red. Are we above the 20-day moving average? We're trading below it, so we're not. Okay, are we above the 50-day moving average? Yes, we are. Are we above the 200-day moving average? Yes, we are. Are we above the Ichimoku cloud? Yes, we are. So this is a very simple way to assess the health of the chart. And as you can see, assuming each is equally important, this chart is now 60% bullish, right? Every single arrow is 20%, but adds up to 100%. Trend is your friend. So this is now a 60% bullish chart. This is our traffic light. And the traffic light says, proceed with caution. Again, this chart is much different. If you would zoom in, see here, and then Cardano's chart. It's a little bit similar to our avalanches, but avalanche is also below its 50-day simple moving average. Solana is not. From a wave count perspective, remember, we thought that this gray wave 4 potentially had already bottomed mid-March. It looks like it's going to get more complicated, and this would then be a zigzag flat type correction, and we can label that mid-March low as orange wave A, like that. And remember, after 3 waves down, always expect at least 3 waves back up. This is B. And again, this wave B then subdivided, now after the fact, quite clearly, in another ABC. B waves are always 3 waves, right? A, B, C. And now in this wave 4, we're just below the first warning level, not below the second. I'm going to lower that one, not even below the third. I'm going to lower that one there, and this one is going to go here. So I think once this one completes, meaning the gray wave 4, contingent on holding above these levels, we still get a 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay, this is still the preferred path higher. Then we get the 4. This, of course, going to be green to align the arrow with the correct wave degree labeling. And that should be reasonably okay. Wave count, we're getting quite oversold, so this wave 4 might soon be done. Again, we're only below the 20-day, we're above the 50 of the 200-day. So also here from a traffic light perspective, right, if we would add in the 10-day, it is about a 60% bullish chart, as you can see. So still predominantly bullish. And those are really the altcoins that I think are most important and we should focus on. Preferentially, I think Solana looks long-term still really good. Link as well. Binance Coin 2 should be in this wave 4. From a technical perspective, note how Binance Coin completely traded outside its upper Bollinger Band, right, comparable to what we had here in early 2021. And we need to retrace back inside of it, and then we can continue once more. It simply means price has gone up too far or too fast. So now it needs to reset itself before it can move higher. So this is a simple analogy or fractal of what we saw here in early 2021, in the spring and winter of 2021. And that's also the fractal we are following, of course, for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin should be ideally in this way 5, doesn't have to be, then we're going to go higher. So I cannot discern between the two. This is the problem with sideways markets, right? We're back to where we were in early March. We haven't gone anywhere in over a month, which from an edit wave perspective always makes things a little more difficult. But we have our warning levels and we know above or below which of these two wave counts finally gets the green light, gets to go. That's all I have for this week. I hope you appreciate a quick review of these altcoins, if they're hot or if they're not. So Cardano, in my own opinion, not hot. Avalanche, not hot. Binance Coin, definitely hot, but should be in a bigger correction before moving to new all-time highs. Link should be in a bigger correction before moving to new all-time highs, though the monthly chart's not yet too hot. Solana, daily chart looks pretty hot, I must admit. And from a Elliott wave perspective as well, I expect still higher prices contingent on holding above these critical levels with a break below 140. A big fat warning for the bulls. Take care, trade safe, and I'll catch you all next week and have a wonderful weekend.